Why do we ask athletes, celebrities, and entertainers to address political issues they have no interest in? Why do we hold it against them when they tell you they are not interested in using their platform that way? We are just going to hold it against them if they make the wrong decision. Or the right decision. We have a lot of celebrities who are using their platforms to support our causes. If they are not in that industry, why hold them accountable? Why are we mad? This is what it looks like when we hold our politicians accountable.
I think I can hear you through the screen, so I'm going to play this next clip before I give my opinion.
But neither one of them has said anything about this at all. And people are saying, well, they're not politicians, whatever. They influence hundreds of millions of people, which ultimately has an influence on the world. And you're not choosing to say anything.
You are 10,000% correct. But some are called and some are chosen. And still, the stakes are way too high.
I'm not making light of the situation, but sometimes we gotta laugh at our own pain.
There's something huge happening in your country right now. Do you know what's happening? Okay, fine. Here's a burger. Here's a burger. Okay, now that you have the burger, you can listen to me now. There's a big problem happening in your country. There's a huge problem.
The problem is this. I can eat like 5 of these back to back.
Oh my God.
No, on everything I love.
Bro, nobody's doubting you, bro. Chill out.
I just got rid of 13 pounds.
Trust me, we know. Nobody's doubting you.
This is not the right time.
No, I know it's...
The cameraman knows it's not the right time.
It's all right. Protein.
Listen, bro, your own people own you. You're not Arab anymore. You're not part of us. Never talk about no kanafa, no makluba, none of that.
Makluba. She know about that.
Oh my. You need some...
My remedy is to laugh when I want to cry. So which of these next few clips do you relate to?
All right, so let's have a quick chat about Jalen Hurts avoiding the White House visit and Saquon Barkley, his teammate, going and hanging out with Donald Trump for a day, VIP, what it seems to be a VIP experience. All I gotta say is this, right? No matter what political side you're on, if the president of the United States asks you to come visit or you're invited, you don't give a excuse that you have a scheduling conflict. There is nothing Jalen Hurts is doing that's more important than visiting the most powerful man in the world. And yes, when you are the president of the United States, you technically are arguably the most powerful man in the world. So the fact that he avoided him is disgusting. It's just a very disrespectful thing to do. I honor Saquon Barkley for having a spine and not giving into the media that keeps us bothering him.
Okay, so normally I stay clear as day out of politics with my sports. This is a main sports channel, but I'm starting to see a lot of banter online about Saquon Barkley visiting the White House, specifically visiting Donald Trump to play golf with him. Let me tell y'all something. Athletes can do whatever the hell they want to. Doesn't matter. They're athletes. As long as they perform, as long as they're not out there beating up people, they can do whatever the hell they want to. Saquon has all the right to do what he wants to in terms of visiting the White House, visiting the president. It is what it is. We got to stop putting athletes on a pedestal and expecting them to be somebody when whole time they're totally different. This is his life. It doesn't matter. He's a great athlete, so whatever.
The Eagles visit the White House today, and people are pretty upset because Saquon Barkley was seen hanging out with Trump prior to the White House visit. Apparently, they played golf this weekend, and yeah, Saquon was hanging out with Trump, and yeah, here's another photo. There's a bunch of Trump MAGA hats on the table. But yeah, a lot of people are mad about it and talking about it, so Saquon responded to those people, and this is what he had to say. He tweeted, "LOL, some people are really upset because I golfed and flew to the White House with the president. Maybe I just respect the office, not a hard concept to understand. Just golfed with Obama not too long ago and look forward to finishing my round with Trump. Now, yeah, get out of my mentions with all this politics and have an amazing day." I guess he thinks this is like fine because he golfed with Obama. Jalen Hurts was also there when Obama was golfing with some of the Eagles guys and I think the Eagles owner. Yeah. I don't know, the fact that he doesn't understand why people are upset and he kind of equates this to hanging out with Obama is just kind of mind-blowing. But whatever, I'm not an Eagles fan. I don't care. Do what you gotta do.
You got the ball to your superstar running back who I met yesterday, and I want to tell you he's a handsome guy, but I wouldn't want to tackle him. Saquon Barkley. Where's Saquon? He's good. I got to know him a little bit. I offered him a ride on Air Force One because I was coming down. And usually they say, no, I don't think so. He said, I'll take it, sir. And he loved it. And we love being together. He's a great young guy. Complimenting Saquon's historic season was an incredible year from star quarterback Jalen Hurts. And he had a great season and a great game. Finished with 32 touchdowns in the year, turning in one stellar performance after another. Terrific guy and a terrific player.
Are you planning on visiting the White House next week?
Got it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
I knew Jalen would not disappoint. He is confirmed not visiting the White House. According to the White House, he won't be attending because of a scheduling conflict, but I think the conflict is just his moral compass. So thank you, Jalen.
Jalen Hurts is going to be featured in a new Hulu documentary. This documentary is called The Quincy Avery Effect, and it comes out April 23rd. So today? Tomorrow. Quincy Avery is deemed the quarterback guru, and he trains and works out with some of the top college football quarterbacks, and he also has some NFL clients as well. Quincy Avery trained with Jalen Hurts early in his NFL career. I don't know if he's still Jalen Hurts' coach, but I know he was at some point. He also most notably trained C.J. Stroud and Deshaun Watson. The documentary that's coming out on Hulu will feature some of his clients, including Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, Josh Dobbs, Jordan Love, and many more. Y'all know it's the off season, so we don't always get Jalen Hurts content. So when we do, it's like, yes, bring that shit on. I don't know how much we're going to get because it's going to be through Quincy Avery's lens, but we're going to get something. This image was on the promo trailer. Jalen Hurts is wearing an Elite 11 hoodie. Elite 11 is a camp for the top high school football quarterbacks. Now, I don't know how much Jalen Hurts footage we're going to get in this documentary because they showed some testimonials from some players, but they didn't show a testimonial of Jalen Hurts. Like, we got this testimonial preview from Joshua Dobbs. I feel like if Jalen Hurts was doing a testimonial or doing, like, a lot of talking, then they would show that in the trailer because they know, like, we want to see Jalen Hurts. But, you know, something's better than nothing, right? So let's go check it out.
She is 10,000% correct. Something is better than nothing. So which clip did you relate to? Trump's gonna be Trump. So I just live, laugh, repeat. Okay.
Who's gonna help?
The one question we never have: when are we going to organize the black vote before we vote?
That's right.
If you notice, everybody tells us to vote. The politicians, black businesses, the fraternities, the churches, vote, vote, vote. The Urban League, the NAACP, Congressional Black Caucus, vote, vote, vote. Why do you think nobody never says organize the black vote before you vote? So we vote as a block. So politicians know we're doing this as a people. You know why? If we voted as a block, Envy, we could hold people accountable. See, if I vote as a block, I can hold Eric Adams accountable. I can hold Brandon Johnson accountable. I can hold Kamala Harris accountable because she know we went to the polls as a people, united in oneness. But when you vote as individuals, political power is all about mass organization. If you're not organized, your vote only matters to the person you're electing. It'll never matter to us.
So, what do you want? Do you know? Because it all starts with you, all ends with you. So, what do you want? And while you're thinking about that, please enjoy the entertainment on the screen because there is a reason why I am playing that. And that's because there is no guarantee when it comes to humans, right? Some are good, some are bad. Some do right, some not so right. If that's a word.
Mayor of South Fulton is finally explaining thousands of dollars in expenses on his city-issued purchase card.
South Fulton Mayor Khalid Camus says he's been on several trade missions trying to bring international economic development to the city. He tells Fox 5 he talked with the city manager and even council members about his ventures. City Council member Helen Willis disputed that at last month's council meeting.
We're not tearing you down. You took your black behind over to Africa for 20 days and didn't tell anybody.
There have been all of these allegations that I have mishandled funds. We had to create an entire website because when I tried to make presentations about it at the council meeting, the item was removed from the agenda. I was blocked from speaking.
Mayor, why were you on that property?
I just wanted to see the house. I do apologize to the owners. I thought it was abandoned.
Story tonight, a heated council meeting in the city of South Fulton, harsh critiques, and the mayor who walked out before the meeting ended when his use of a city credit card was questioned.
Channel 2's Candace McCowan is in that meeting tonight, and despite the conflict, Candace, there are changes coming.
Yeah, George and Wendy, there is going to be an inquiry into the use of P cards, or that's what they're calling those city-issued credit cards by the firm Baker Tilly. It's not clear how long that review is going to take, but in the meantime, in that meeting tonight, you could cut the tension at times. Mayor Khalid Camus, who's now known as Mayor Kobe, wasn't thrilled about efforts to discuss the use of city-issued credit cards on the agenda.
I'm so distressed and disappointed that the blackest city in the United States of America is heading into Black History Month with its all-black council tearing each other down.
That comment igniting a fuse.
We're not tearing you down. You took your black behind over to Africa for 20 days and didn't tell anybody. No, he called us a black city and that's what
This all stemming from expenses made by the mayor. We reported on Channel 2 Action News Monday that Mayor Kobe used his city-issued credit card to pay for a more than $1,800 table for his office that converts into a pool table. In September, he spent more than $9,000 on travel, including flight upgrades, despite that being against city policy. In October, he spent more than $13,000, purchases including high-end electronics and international travel. The mayor canceling an interview with Channel 2 Action News earlier this week. Council members and citizens expressing their frustration Tuesday night.
You guys got to do better. You guys really got to do better.
Eventually, when it was time to discuss new policies, the mayor leaving the meeting, still not giving an explanation of his travel.
I doubt there's an explanation, but I do know that the answer is you. Me, love, live, laugh, repeat cycle. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like to call him, his phone number is on the screen, and he will not be seeking re-election. Speaking of re-election, this guy.
Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, has a take on SHEDEUR Sanders not being drafted in the first round, and I'm willing to bet it's probably not what you're expecting. He says, what is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even greater in the NFL. He's also a very good coach, streetwise and smart. Therefore, SHEDEUR, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes and is all set for greatness. He should be picked immediately by a team that wants to win. Good luck, SHEDEUR, and say hello to your wonderful father. Now, I'm just going to say something that I think we all know, even if we might not want to admit it. A lot of people that love SHEDEUR Sanders, they hate Donald Trump. And a lot of people that love Donald Trump, they hate SHEDEUR Sanders. But supporters aside, the man is willing to take a stance and say, SHEDEUR Sanders, it's a crime that he wasn't drafted in the first round. Now, Trump clearly hasn't been watching any film. I think it would have been probably cooler if he talked about SHEDEUR's accuracy or his composure in the pocket or something like that, but genes works too. All that being said, no matter who the president is or whether you do or don't like them, it would be pretty cool to just be a college athlete and to get a shout out from the president. Personally, I'm just hoping SHEDEUR Sanders doesn't go to the Browns because I hate the Browns. I want to root against the Browns, and I really don't want to root against SHEDEUR Sanders.
After the president's Truth Social post, the Browns finally took SHEDEUR Sanders. Does the president think he deserves credit for Sanders getting picked? And does he think going to the Browns is better than being undrafted?
Hey, I'm gonna. All I will say is the president put out a statement, and a few rounds later he was drafted. So I think the facts speak for themselves on that one, Peter.
Definitely on that one, because he doesn't always get it right. But anyway, guys, congratulations, Mr. Sanders. You did it. You did it. You did it. You worked hard. You deserve it. And now you're being rewarded. So, guys, back to my original question. I think this time you're happy when politics and sports meet up and have a baby. And other times, not so much, right? But what do you think? Meet me down in the comment section. Let's talk. Bye.